On our way over to the sale, it's here. Lexington sale's here. We're going to get about 5 hours of, maybe 4 hours of looking at horses today, which is important. But Sunday it's going to be crazy. We'll be back here tonight. Later on tonight we'll be back here. So didn't get to catch up on the 2 JK horses last night. JK Mickey Mantle, again, just not happy with the way this horse is putting out. It looks like he's sounder. It looks like his gait has cleaned up, but he's just not putting forth the effort. We've seen this before. This isn't the first time I've ever seen this happen before. Just need to kind of shake him out of his funk. And quite frankly, as one of our clients put, maybe he's not as good as he was last year. Maybe he is regressing or has regressed a little bit, and that's a possibility also. I can't rule that out also. Horses don't stay at the top of their game forever, right? You do see them slide a little bit, settle in maybe a little bit less than what you remember them, or quite frankly, in some cases, your memory might be playing tricks on you also. But when it comes to JK Mickey Mantle, yeah, it seems to me definitely as of today, he's regressed a little bit. How we deal with that, now that is the $1 million question. Change his bridle. We do have bar shoes on him up front. I don't think it would benefit him taking them off, but changing them from a steel bar to an aluminum bar, would that help? Maybe. Slight things like that may break him out of his funk, or as Les put yesterday, maybe even finding a claimer for him. Again, my first instinct was to push back on that comment, but truthfully speaking, we are going to race him where he can do. And if that isn't a claimer, then that isn't a claimer. But for right now, we're going to go with a bridle change, shoeing change, and see if we can't shake this guy up a little bit. It's not like he's a horrible animal. I mean, he's chasing horses that are pacing in 52. He's pacing in 53. It's not like the horse is destitute. He's just not performing the way we want him to. And when you get a sound, healthy horse, you should be able to move them forward. So I think look for baby steps. I liked his, not the start yesterday or the start before, but the 2 previous to that, I thought he looked rather well. So, maybe the key is trying to, and that's the other thing. Mark said he's not getting out of the gate good, and that is a troubling sign because he could always leave pretty good. Right? He'd always blast out of there pretty good, so why isn't he? Maybe he's not getting a hold of the track as well as we hoped also. He's got that full swedge full swedge mushroom bar on up front. Just to help his feet. Does he need them on? Can we slide aluminums on him just for a week or 2 maybe? As I said, my first instinct was no, but again, every horse is different. Just because I believe the answer is no certainly doesn't mean the answer is no. So we'll work on JK Mickey Mantle and get him squared away. The biggest thing is the horse is sound. The horse is healthy. Now we just got to get him back on track. Now JK Victory, it was, I said to Amy, it was almost karma last night. I'm watching them going to the wire, and they said, oh, there's an inquiry on the horse that finished second for going through ponds. I said, oh, we might be placed up. And then about 2 minutes later, oh, by the way, there's an inquiry on your horse also. And I think it was a monkey see, monkey do type situation. It happens. When the horse in front of you kind of ducks in, your first instinct, especially the horse and the driver, is to maybe follow them a little bit. And as you get close to those cones, you might scoop them out. But if that horse ducks in, yeah, there's a chance you might follow them right through there. And I believe that's probably what happened to JK Victory last night. So yes, the horse that was second got placed, and yes, so did we. So that sucked. But he raced okay again, 49. All those horses are kind of tough where, JK Victory's the type of horse, if he gets away 1-2, he's kind of right there. But they were rolling. Like it wasn't that long ago that Mark told me Billy Clyde was one of the better horses, right? Took a mark of 47 at the Meadowlands. Went down in that accident in Ontario. But was one of the better horses around, racing in that top echelon. And those are the horses we're racing against. So no slouches for sure in any of the horses that are racing in those classes. But got to stay on the track. It's important. Got to stay on the track. So we were fourth. I didn't watch the final result. I assume we were fourth place, sixth. The other horse was second place, fifth. I would imagine there would be no reason to place us ahead of him since we both did the same thing. He'll be back next week. So 2 unfortunate situations last night, yesterday afternoon and night. Both, I believe, are easily rectified. The J.K. Mickey Mantle one, it sounds a little more complex than it is. It's going to be more or less trial and error. What works, what doesn't work. Make sure you leave enough room for everybody. What works and what doesn't work will be... What am I doing here?
I don't know.
Well, it feels like I'm parked wrong. Whatever. So I'll give you a little look up, and we are here now. That is one of the viewing areas. That would be Diamond Creek and Winback. We're going this way. We're going back here to Hunterdon and Preferred to look at horses. So we'll bring you horses all day. Big day for us, and then we're going to get out of here around 1, drive up to Dayton. What about James? Oh, I told you, James, they had a plane coming down this morning to Lexington. James was racing a horse. Who's he racing anyway? I never looked. Redwood?
Line Drive?
Oh, no, Line Drive's in Dayton tonight.
That's who?
No, he's coming to Kentucky first. Is today not Saturday?
Yeah.
I think if James is racing in Kentucky this afternoon and then going to Dayton. That's why he had to leave at 3:30 in the morning.
I don't know about that.
Said he was getting here at 11:30. Yeah, 100% he's racing here. So their plane broke down. So he had to drive. I'm talking to him. I sent him a message at 7:30, and I said, hey, how did Nothing But a Dreamer School? Boom, right away. Good. Oh, James is up. So we're talking. He said, yeah, I had to get up at 3:30 in the morning and drive to Lexington. So he's going to land here at 11:30 in the morning. Then he's going to drive to Dayton, drive all night. Then he's going to get up Sunday morning and head back to Ontario because he has races at Flamborough. I said, I know you probably get good horses, but is it that enticing? You have to go back. And he goes, there's 4 going for 110. So he's going back to Flamborough. And then I don't know if he answered me, but I believe he's coming back to Lexington. Both Mark and I and Curtis and James will all be here. And other people too. We'll be here on Tuesday and Wednesday, I believe. So a lot of fun. It's all about to start now. We're going to go view some babies and bring you some videos later on this afternoon. And then off to Dayton for tonight. I did have some people notice. They said, Anthony, what's this stain I got on my shirt here? How's all over me? You get those wipes with you?
No.
No, good. They said, Irresistible Sun, first start on Lasix. Why? I didn't bring it up. He's always showed a little bit. And then when he raced last week, they couldn't scope him, but he was coughing a little bit after. Telltale sign that he was strong, but a telltale sign that maybe there was a little something in there. We trained him the other day. There was a spot or two of blood. Nothing serious, but we get the 9-hole, right? We get the 9-hole, we get the outside. There's more than enough, and there's more than enough evidence to believe that at some point in the race, if I race him tonight, which I plan on doing, he's going to need a little help when it comes to bleeding. And we opted for the Lasix route. So not what I would call a bleeder, and not a horse that I would suspect may even stay on it. As I said, this whole Lasix stuff, the whole Lasix thing is, it's eye-opening to me. So he is racing on Lasix tonight from post 9. We'll see if it helps him. I suspect it certainly won't hurt him. And we will continue on what we do with him as a 3-year-old. I don't know if he'll start or not start on Lasix. As I said, just learned a lot this year for sure when it comes to horses. Anyway, I will talk to you all of you later on, maybe this afternoon as I view some videos and give you some updates on what I saw, what I liked, maybe what I didn't like, and so on and so forth. So I will talk to you all later. Hope you have a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day here in Lexington, Kentucky.